Hello friends, genetically modified mustard that is DMH11 has been given clearance by the Genetic Engineering Appraisal Committee, and this is going to adversely affect the agriculture of India. The majority of Indian farmers are small farmers, and is going to increase the cost of cultivation, and it is also going to pollute the genetic pool of India. Central government so far given 54,000 capex loan to 18 states, and the finance ministry is going to ask 4 states including West Bengal and Rajasthan to comply with the no rebranding rule, and non-compliance will lead to reallocation of the funds to other states. This is very unfair. Only the non-BJP ruling states is going to be affected by this. In FMCG sector, in the June quarter, in urban markets, there is a positive volume growth of 0.6%. However, in rural market, the recovery is very slow, and the volume is contracted by 2.4%. Bank Employees Union has asked for restoration of old pension scheme, and they have also stated that the total business volume of public sector banks has been increased by 30% in the last 5 years. During the same time, there is a reduction of 20% in the number of staffs, and there is also the workload of each staff has been increased by 20%, they stated. According to RBI data, bank credit to micro small enterprises has been increased by 19% in August. The dollar value of rupee has been fallen to around 83 rupees. But our finance minister twisted the fact, saying that it is not the rupee is falling, it is only the dollar is strengthening, she said. While launching Rozgar Mela, that is said to be creating 8 lakh employments in 18 months, Prime Minister has stated that the 100-year-old problem of unemployment cannot be solved in 100 days. But the BJP government has been saying that they have totally transformed the economy and they changed everything upside down. The government is interested only in promoting destructive activities like increasing the privatization and asset monetization, all these programs. When there is a constructive demand comes from other parties and people, they put the entire blame on the Congress government, and this is what they are doing. Foreign investor has taken more than 7,000 crore from Indian equities in October. The sales of passenger vehicle has increased by 92% in September. In September, India's export has increased by 4.8%. Trade deficit is moderated to $25.7 billion because of slow growth in imports. India women entrepreneurs are facing difficulties in getting credit access, and this has been explained by Preeti Rao in detail in Financial Express. And it is based on the data taken from NSS National Statistical Survey 73rd round. The amount of loan accessed by women entrepreneurs is 50% lower than male entrepreneurs, and there is a 70% finance gap in India. Women-owned enterprises in India are facing a financing gap of around 70%, and they are often overrepresented in traditional sector which has low growth potential, such as garment making, and they are not able to get a proper credit access from banks because of the collateral requirement and guarantor requirement. Because in this country, most of the land and other assets are mostly in the name of men, and that is one of the reasons that they are not able to get proper credit from banks, and they don't have the credit history, and they couldn't get a proper credit rating, and because of this they had to get finance from their own savings, and because of this they had to rely on their own saving, and they can only get credit from self-help groups or with a higher interest, so they are not able to get the credit at a lower interest, and She suggested for alternate credit rating arrangements and also diversity of financial products based on the requirements, unique requirements of females. In Global Hunger Index 2022, India's ranking is in 107 out of 121. So the hunger level is serious. There is a crisis running in the country. Anjali Bharadwaj, activist and expert on food security, suggested for universalizing the public distribution scheme. Now it's only given for people who are holding ration cards. Now it is in a targeted periods form and it has to be universalized. Central government is planning to take over state highways with high traffic density to develop 4 or 6 lane highways, as Nitin Gadkari recently stated. And we are going to recover investment through toll collection in 12 to 13 years, Nitin Gadkari said. This is nothing but another way of privatizing the state highways. So the state is not going to get back India's mineral output for the period of April-August is increased by 4.2%. Wheat MSP, that is minimum support price, has been increased by 5.5% recently. Supreme Court has been given a judgment saying that public utilities will lose a tax waiver if they engage in commercial activities or profitable activities. Because in this country, many charitable organizations and trusts are open just to avoid tax payment. So if they are engaged in unrelated activities or profitable activities, the tax waiver on them will be taken off. According to Climate Transparency Report 2022, India suffered an income loss of around $159 billion due to extreme heat in 2021. Textile and garment export has been underperforming recently and export has been contracted by 8.5% in this first half of this financial year, and Tamil Nadu Chief Minister also requested to introduce emergency credit guarantee scheme to MSMEs in the guarantee in the garment sector. I see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching.